Hey y'all, my name's Jay. I'm the founding member of Rahtsnake Extermination, located here in Ring City, DLC. And today I'm going to be telling you about a little bit about the business and the kind of work we do and what we stand for. And I'm going to let you meet a couple of my apprentices and even let you shadow on the job for a while. Yeah, so anyway, real quick, this here's my apprentice. I would say he's my star pupil. In fact, this here's Relix789. Quite a fantastic exterminator, a junior exterminator here at Ratsnake Extermination. Relix has been working on his rat killing skills for quite a while now, and I think I might even pass on the business to him one day, but, don't tell him that. We'll see. I might have a son or something, and then I gotta, pay my respects to the patriarchy and pass it along my bloodline. Anywho, I was raised in a small town like the next guy, and, times were tough growing up. I'll be honest with you. Times were tough, but I made my living by killing rats out in my neighbors' barns and in their kitchens, and I just got so good at rat killing and fucking chopping rats up and shit over the years that people around town, they started calling me Ratsnake. It was kind of a funny little inside joke amongst us country folks, 'cause rat snakes, we see them out in the fields all the time, and they eat rats, but they're just great exterminators, and I really feel the essence of a rat snake, so it was a fitting name, I suppose. But so yeah, I made my living out there, but I got so good at it, I started to dream bigger. You hear me? You hear? So when I was about 17, I just said fuck it, and I packed up my bag and I moved here to Ring City DLC. And I tell you what. Now, I'd heard about them big fucked up GMO rats that they got here in the big city, but nothing could have really truly prepared me for the abominations that I would be witnessing here in the Ring City. And I won't lie to you, it was tough at first. I had to start thinking outside the box to keep up with the other more established exterminators in the inner city area. And but over time, experience was my true teacher. And so, most folks, they like to use poison or sticky traps, or, maybe a spray or whatever, cats, something like that, to get rid of their rat problems. But, I actually engineered a new method for killing city rats. You gotta get on their level. You hear me? You gotta track them down. You gotta lure them out. You gotta kill them right there. Get up in their face. Fucking kill them. And then once you get past the army of worker rats, you gotta kill the fucking queen. Now, here at Ratsnake Extermination, we are committed to curing your personal plague. And that's why we killed the queen, so you don't have to throw any more money at the problem than you already is. And that's how I rose to the top of the exterminator social circle. Good job, Apprentice Relix. Now that we have the backstory and you understand what we're all about, I'm gonna take you on the job, and we're gonna see how a typical day goes, and sometimes it's just me. Sometimes I have an apprentice there, but you just gonna get a feel for how an average day goes with some true professional exterminators. Alright, so you can see here, me and my apprentice, we have tracked down, we followed the trail. Alright, we follow the trail. That's the first step. Follow the trail, we found the nest. And now you can see there's some worker rats out here, and rats, wow. Boy, are they prolific. You see how they just popping out fucking babies up there like it's nothing? Yeah, so now the armies just continuously grow. So you really have to act fast. So right now we're just trying to weaken their forces, and we're trying to lure them out and kind of spread their ranks so we can start picking them off. That little baby one, that one will probably die first. We'll see. We'll see. Sometimes, the young bucks, they'll surprise you with how strong they are, but anywho. Now, once you lure the rats out of the nest and into the streets, that's where you can really start fucking them up and getting violent, bashing their heads in and stuff like that. So, what you want to do is get your weapon of choice, whatever blunt object, sharp object that might be. I prefer a garden hoe. Kind of makes me think of my high school sweetheart back in my small town, if you know what I mean. But I also enjoy a shovel or a baseball bat here and there. But so my apprentice here, this rat, he was a little tricky. He bit me on the ankle, and I had to get my apprentice to come in here, and he's still learning. He's still learning. It took him a little longer than it should have to get the rat off my ankle, but they can't all be relicts, I suppose. Now we got them cornered now, and we've weakened their ranks, so it's only a matter of time before we kill off the rest of the army and start making our way up to the queen. Now the queens of this species, they don't really, they kind of just stay in the nest and have babies. They don't really leave too often. So, but unfortunately, this one, she got away. She eluded us. She burrowed down in a little hole, and we just lost her. But I'm sure we'll find her soon in another building or something like that. I never forget a rat. I never forget a rat. Let me tell you. When I meet her again, I will remember her. Here's another little baby. The babies out here, they're kind of stupid, but they need those numbers, so they just have babies and they put them right out on the field. As soon as they're born, as soon as they're weaned, born and weaned, they send them out on the streets to start gathering food, and sometimes they have run-ins with big boys like me, and they're just too inexperienced. They don't understand. Stupid fucking animals they are. Now, here's something you don't see every day. This queen, she perplexed me quite a few times. Like I said, these GMO rats, you never know. They're so unnatural at this point. So, some of them actually bridge on immortality, and you may have to put them down a few times before they're really down, if you know what I mean. So, this queen, I actually had to come out to that site and kill her a few times. She was just so fucked up on radioactive GMOs. But luckily for me, those, all that shit in her system had kind of weakened her genes, and she wasn't really producing the strongest babies. So here, let me show you another. Here's another where we're gonna have to put that queen down again because she came back to life. And I can tell I just have a trained eye. I can tell by the way she's behaving, she's about to start having more babies. She's trying to replace the soldiers that she lost, essentially, so she can win this war against Ratsnake Extermination. Now, these mutant sewer rats, they're just so goddamn prolific. Within a matter of minutes, she had repopulated the nest with her vermin sons, and they started chasing me out down the tunnels and back into the streets. So we go back into phase 2. Phase 2, what is it? It's lure them out. You remember. So now, once you lure them out into the streets, that's when you really get to work. Now I'm gonna, go through that with you step by step, and we can see how it's done. How to properly dispatch a mutant sewer rat. Now, they're a lot, like I already said, they're a lot like dogs. And dogs, they don't like to be teased. So, same way with these mutant sewer rats, you just gotta, tease them. You can throw things at them, taunt them, yell at them, whatever. They'll chase you. Chase you like an angry bull. Or an angry dog that you teased. And when you get them all riled up, that's when they start making mistakes. That's when you can really start just, bashing heads in left and right. Keeping it real, real clean, humane kills. That's part of our thing here, Ratsnake Extermination, is, we don't use sticky traps. We're humane. We do clean, blunt force trauma to the head. Keeping it real nice and humane. But, sometimes you just get these partially immortal queens, and when they refuse to die, I like to whip out a chainsaw. That's the best way to deal with them. Now, unfortunately, she was giving me a run for my money. Cats have 9 lives, well, maybe rats have 3. Or 4. Well, really, this rat had about 7, but we don't need to talk about that. So, we're back. She's gone back into the, she's infiltrated this alleyway that I've been trying to protect for a while now. She's repopulated it with her bastard sons. But so, you might be wondering, why am I shying away from this fight? Why am I, shooting at them long range with my BB gun? Well, not to make excuses or nothing, but my apprentice was very late for work on this day. And, sometimes when you're taking on 200-300 mutant rats in an alley and, Ring City, it can be tough for one exterminator, even if you are the best, even if you are the best exterminator in town. And, I do what I can. My apprentice, he finally shows up. He's kind of stupid. Kind of a stupid asshole, but, he shows up most of the time. Anywho, so here's these, we can really move in on the rest of these mutant rats now, and I'm committed, I'm committed to putting this queen down because she's been giving me grief all week, and I do not want to have to come out here on Saturday, alright? Hell no. So we're going to make sure real quick, kill all her sons. My apprentice showed up, and we just make quick work of them. They ain't no match for more than one exterminator, especially not, Ratsnake Extermination exterminators, because we're the best. Anywho, the queen, she's on her last leg. She's still kicking, but, there ain't much she can do at this point. We've got our chainsaws out, we've got our garden hose and our shovels and whatnot, but, we successfully, finally, we were able to put her down Thursday afternoon. So like I said, I ain't fucking coming into work Saturday. Woo-wee, no I ain't. So, by now, I'm pretty sure you understand the gist of the job and, how we operate and what we're all about and whatnot. But I do want to show you kind of a special case scenario here. This queen is actually rabid. Now, the rabid queens, you gotta be real careful because some of their babies can be rabid, and, they're a lot harder to put down. You don't want to get bit. If you get bit, then your career here at Ratsnake Extermination, it could be on hold or it could be over, depending on how you respond to the rabies treatment. But look at this rabid piece of shit. You gotta be real careful not to let her bite you, or it's all over. So I just want to show you all how to handle a scenario like this. So, you know, if you ever come across a rabid queen, you know what to do. Now, the best thing you can do is keep your distance, alright? You want to get surprise attacks in on the queen. Because when she's not paying attention, when she's, you know, having babies or whatever, that's when you can attack. But you don't want to put yourself in no, you know, no dangerous positions, alright? Now, this day was, you know, maybe I gotta find more apprentices like Relix, because on this day I was also, you know, I'm getting chased down the alley by 200 mutant and also rabid rats. My apprentice decided today would be a great day to be late. There he is, fucking piece of shit, late as hell. You know, I really ought to implement some sort of consequences. But, you know, at the same time, there's not a whole lot of people that are up for this kind of extermination process. You know, it can be, it's a lot, you know, it's more dangerous than regular extermination. I won't lie to you, but it's also more effective. And, you know, that's what we're here for, is to, you know, make sure that you, the citizen of the Ring City, don't have to deal with no mutant rats crawling out of your toilet in the middle of the night. You know, that's what we're here for. So, you know, we put ourselves on the line, but it's for you. Anywho, the queen here, she ran all the way back to the nest. The rabid ones, you know, whew, boy, are they fast. They are some quick little puppies. She starts fucking popping babies out left and right up here in the nest. You know, they like to come back here and feel a little safe when they're having their babies, but you know, unfortunately, these babies that she's having are also rabid. So, you know, we got two good, honest boys against two rabid rats. You know, so it gets a little messy sometimes. And unfortunately, I did get bit. And I had to go to the hospital over this one. But I've been bit many times, you know. It's just part of the process. I've been doing this shit for so long. You know, first rabies bite I got was probably back in my hometown. You know, regular rats, they can have it too sometimes, but you know, for the most part, it's just these mutant rats. And but yeah, so I'll be alright. Don't you worry about me. The real problem is though, you know, we get rid of this queen here, but unfortunately, the speedy little rabid babies of hers, a couple of them got away. So be on the lookout, and don't forget to call me, Jay at Ratsnake Extermination, if you see any of these little rabid babies running around. I'll take care of them for you. You know, the job, it can be dangerous, you know, but all in all, I love it, and I wouldn't trade it for the world, you know. So I just want to show you all a few looks at what a normal day might look like. You know, normally we just come out here and, you know, it's just a couple rats. It ain't no big deal for real. Most of the time, you know, it's kind of fun. You know, it's almost like a video game. You just, you know, you hit them in the face, you get a good headshot on them, and they're dead. It ain't no big deal. Ain't no big deal. So I just wanted to show you all that in case you thought, you know, it was all scary and terrible out there, you know. So please, if you would like to join our team, fill out an application for Ratsnake Extermination, and you know, I will contact you at my soonest availability. And until then, you know, I hope y'all have a nice day. Alright? I'll be seeing you.